And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you all to our distinguished panel. First, Mr. Ratan Bartley Boy. He is more than a celebrated architect who has literally reshaped parts of Mumbai and has applied his brain and his thoughts and his opinions to that. He is also on Toybank's advisory board. So hello, Ratan, and welcome to the webinar. Thank you for joining us. And if Ratan has reshaped parts of Mumbai, then we have Arzan Khambata, who has dotted it with his wonderful works of art. They could have been 6 inches or 70 feet in height, in private houses, in corporate houses, in hotels. You would have seen his art, and even in public, like the metal dolphins that you see in Worli and the Vikrant Memorial. That's the work of Mr. Arzan Khambata. Arzan, thank you for joining us, for making time for us. And last but not least, our bubbly, vivacious CEO and founder of Toybank, who is trying not to be in the spotlight, but I'm going to do exactly that. As I said, she's our co-founder. She's the co-founder and CEO of Toybank Development to Play. And you will know in a few minutes what her thoughts and what drives her to do the things that she does as far as play is concerned, as far as helping children, which is the future of our nation, is concerned. We will do a small exercise for those of you who join us. So bear with me for just 2 minutes, for 1 minute actually. I'd like everyone who's watching to just first relax. Just relax. We're going to do a small exercise right now. And you might be in front of your phone or your laptop, and look in front of your phone and on the table or whatever is in front of you. Imagine a small piece of chocolate cake, a slice of chocolate cake. Okay, just look at it. Just look at it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just look at it. Look at the texture. Try to figure out what the flavor is. Is it red velvet? Is it Belgian chocolate? And you don't have to tell me, it could be any flavor. If you like frog flavor, that's up to you. You know, so look at that slice of chocolate cake. How many layers are there? Is it cream on top and then sponge, or is it a chocolate mousse cake? I'm going to throw these several questions. You choose your answers and just imagine that chocolate cake. And no one's giving marks here. It's not a reality show. You will not be abused or thrown out of this web Zoom. You could just have a plain old sponge cake. That's good enough. So look at that cake and then see if you can get a fragrance from that cake. Think about it. You don't have to be an expert. Whatever fragrance, could smell of anything. And you're still not touching the cake. Now touch the cake. Reach out and touch the cake. Just touch it. Does the cream stick to you if it's got cream? Look at it. How does it feel? Hold the slice of cake. Give it some time. Don't rush. Don't rush. Hold the slice of cake. Lift it up and maybe look at it from different sides. Is it dripping? Is it sticking to your fingers? Is your mouth watering? Is it bringing memories of things, a birthday party or a good date or something? And go for the cake. Just chew it. Enjoy the cake. Chew it. Swallow it. Don't worry about diets. Don't worry about the exercise. Don't worry about pandemic, fat, and whatever they say nowadays, whatever the new buzzwords are. Swallow it. And I hope you all so that was our exercise. I hope you enjoyed that cake. This is play. I'm a drama teacher and an actor and a drama teacher, and this for me is play. And in the course of this just 2 minute, this silly exercise that we did, we let, I hope you let go. And you may have exercised several faculties, your imagination, even motor skills using your hand, your imagination, and I like to say even problem solving, because you are trying to figure out what this cake is about. So we in this webinar, when we're talking about play, and we're talking about reimagining places of play for children, and that's where our distinguished panel is going to help us. We're going to look at play not necessarily in the way we looked at when we were a kid, as play as something that we did after school homework was over. You know, you went down. There's something more to it. The implications of play are far more reaching, which Shweta will go into right now. So I'd like to first hand over the noise to Shweta and tell us why play, why is it important, and what's
play is for me like like it's like this oxygen, like this air that we all breathe, but we never pay attention to it. If you're not playful, then what is there to life? And I feel that if our kids are not going to be playful, then what kind of young adults are they ever going to grow up? And young people and older people, as they grow up, what kind of society will they ever be? So for me, like play comes, you know, people call me crazy, and I don't deny that I might be crazy. It comes before food and nutrition also for me. It's like if your mind is not well stimulated, and play does that, then how is it going to process anything else? And how is that person going to process anything else that happens to the person? So for me, play is as important as breathing. It's the very purpose. We're all born, and right from our early years of our childhood, we're always playing. Animals are always playing. There's enough evidence and proof that tells us about how it comes. It's natural and it's a part of us. But then as we grow up, it's considered to be something extra. Then they start calling it time pass. Then they say it is 50 other names come to it. And then suddenly we're all adults. Oh, this is not important. Be serious. Don't be childish. Why? Yeah, I don't understand. Why did that disappear? And why did we make this something like us? Why do we make it so frivolous when it's the very core of our being? So yeah, that is play for me.
Okay. Why play? What's so great? When you say play, what are we gaining from play?
I
Is there
think
anything?
for one, I mean, I could go the whole science route and the proof and the papers that got published. But I think very simply put, I feel like most often than not, people that play are also happy people. People that play, and not even just talking about children per se, but at all age groups, are able to probably make, better decisions as they move along in their lives. Um, uh, when you're not stressed and not preoccupied with life in itself, and you're able to sort of see it in a lighter tone and see it through a way that allows you to experience and understand and process things rather than get stressed and worried and not able to therefore conduct yourself in life. It starts from a very early time, early age. Play helps you learn all of these aspects. So I mean, there's also enough evidence that there's this amazing scientist, one of my favorites, Dr. Stuart Brown, who's done a lot of research on criminals and why do these people, the young people who've done insane stuff. I mean, they've just been extremely violent and murdered so many people in their early ages, and they're well educated young individuals. Why do they get to? So the whole science of what he did in the years of research was the absence of play in the lives of almost all of these criminals. And he literally, like, this man has sat in jails and written thesis after thesis to prove that how relevant and how powerful it is. And we all know, I mean, the Toybank ethos, which is an organization, we say it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men and women. And we're able to kind of achieve this thanks to play. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Shweta. Yeah. And like Shweta says, there's oodles of tons of research on the benefits of play. And she's just given us maybe 0.1% of why play is not just something you do after homework is done. There's so much more. And I would encourage you to do that research. It was, I was reading something by Roger Hart. I'm pretending to be intelligent, but they just gave me this stuff. So Roger Hart, a distinguished director of the Center of Human Environments and Children Environments, something. He's saying about plays where children build friendships and indeed build culture and community, you know. And to me, that was very interesting because when you're building friendships and culture and community, then obviously that's nation building.